My name is Cynthia. So glad you're here. Today we're just going to run through some movements and stretches for the QL. So the QL is a muscle that runs on each side from the top of the pelvis to the 12th rib. So sometimes when we have lower back pain on one side, it might be attributed to that, but back pain can be so many different things. So I always recommend seeing a doctor first. But if you have been told that that's what it is, or you're just having some achiness here and you want to try this out, we can give this a whirl. So, as I said, I'm just going to run through some things and then you'll kind of take what works for you and leave behind what doesn't. You might create your own series of it. We're going to start by trying to relax that muscle. So, you might use a tennis ball, a softball. I don't mean softball, like literally a soft ball, um, like a soft ball. Like a regular softball might be kind of hard, or a foam roller. And what we're going to do is find that spot that is, it's right above the pelvis, and you don't want to be rolling on the ribs. So you're going to stay in that small area. And then we're just going to come to some breath work, right? We're just going to breathe. Once you find what might be that sensitive spot, and just breathe into that. And what's nice about using a foam roller or a tennis ball or one of these Pilates balls, you can control how much pressure is on it. And we're just trying to, again, relax the muscle. Nice. Beautiful. And then you can go to both sides if you'd like. So I'll just bring it to my right side. Come down onto my forearm. Kind of find that spot on this side. And I know for myself, whenever I feel things like that, it's always on my left side. So I'm not really feeling much on this side. Sometimes it is good to kind of try both. Nice. And we breathe into it. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come into a standing stretch. So we'll go through it on both sides. So what I'm going to do is take my right leg and bring it in front of my left, and then reach my right arm up and over. And so we're going to stretch and open up, really create space in this right side. Nice, slow, full breaths in and out through the nose. Getting a stretch through the obliques, the hip. And holding this about 30 seconds. Beautiful. And that's something you might want to do about 3 or 4 reps on, so you can come out of it and then go back into it. And so I'll just switch sides here just to stay nice and even. So left foot in front of the right, left arm reaches up, creating space. Beautiful. And then we can go on to our next move. So we'll need a wall or flat surface. And we're going to bend. I'll start on my left side. I'm going to bend my left arm, placing my hand, my arm, and my shoulder up against the wall. I'm going to bring the rest of my body out and away from the wall. So my feet are together, my legs are together, but they're about a foot and a half away from the wall. My right hand is on my right hip, and I'm going to slowly and gently guide my left hip into the wall. Maybe it touches it, maybe it doesn't. Breathe. Feel free to hold it here for a breath or two and then come back out. And then again, we'll guide it in. And come back out. And then we can do one more. And of course, you can stop the video and do several, maybe 4 reps of this and come back out. Beautiful. And then we can switch sides. So just go through it on the other side. This side, I feel nothing. On my right side, I feel a lot on my left. So bending the right arm, the whole right arm and shoulder up against the wall. My feet are about a foot-ish away from the wall. Left hand on left hip as I guide my right hip towards the wall. And like I said, so for this side, my hip goes right in, touches the wall, no problem. I don't feel anything. The other side was a whole nother story. We can do that again. We breathe. Beautiful. Come back out. I'll do that one more time. Nice. And come back out. Great. And then for the next move, or actually a little bit of both, we're going to be strengthening and stretching. You might want a weight. You can also do this. You know what? I'm going to, because depending on where you are in your journey of how you're feeling right now, if it's swollen, inflamed, if it's feeling very sore, you're not going to want to hold a weight. So let's start without a weight. And we're going to be working actually on the right side. But if you were holding a weight, it'd be on the left. I will demonstrate both. So I'm going to come down very slowly towards my left. So getting a stretch in a controlled manner here, and then it'll quickly come back up. And once again, leaning towards the left. And then quickly come back up. Take that one more time. Nice. And then quickly come back up. I'm going to the other side. I'll demonstrate that one with a weight. And I'm going with a heavy weight, pretty heavy weight. To just help on this side. It works for me. It feels right for me. So I'm going to slowly bring this down to the right. I'm going to breathe into that stretch and then come back up. Slowly leaning towards my right. And a little bit quicker, we come back up. And I'll take one more this way. And coming back up. Beautiful. And while I have the weight, I'm going to actually throw in one that I wasn't planning because this is perfect. Just first of all, holding a weight in one hand, a suitcase carry, works the QL. It's a perfect movement here. So we can hold this. You can also do some high knees with it. You can go back and forth in your room. You can just stand still, keeping the shoulders even. And you should be starting to feel this in that QL muscle, your obliques. Nice. And you can take this for about 30 seconds or so and stop and then do about 3 or 4 more reps. And I'm just going to switch sides now. So holding it in my left hand. And again, you don't have to do the high knees. And you can start off with a low weight and see how that feels. Beautiful. I'll place this down. And then we're going to come down onto the ground and come into a side plank. And a couple of ways we can take this. So I'm going to lean on my left arm, come onto my left side. You can have your knees bent and lift up here, lift up your hip, creating a long line from your shoulder down to your left knee. And so you might hold this anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds, whatever works for you. Nice. And I'm going to come down. I'm just going to show the different ways we can do this. So maybe you have instead your legs stacked and lifting up. And then gently coming down. What I prefer if I'm going to do my legs long is I like to bring my right leg in front of my left and then lift up. And take a few breaths here. Nice long line. And releasing down. So you choose which, if any, of those work for you. Just to stay even, I'm going to throw this on the other side. So again, you might have the knees bent, lifting up the hips, maybe holding for about anywhere from 5 to 30 seconds, and you can take 3 to 5 reps, depending on where you are in your journey. You might have the legs long and stacked, or perhaps have that left leg in front of the right. Beautiful. And then once you feel complete there, you've taken what works for you, please leave behind what doesn't. Let's do a little side stretch, reaching one arm up and over. And we can switch sides. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Feel free to go back and forth with that, or maybe coming into some cat-cows. Full breath in, lifting the heart. Exhale, navel to the spine, chin to the chest. Nice. Check in with your body, offering yourself gratitude, taking time to do this practice. So thank you for joining. Be well. Take care.